When you buy a property, you want to learn every little detail about that property, right? Well, the beauty is there are seller disclosures that the seller fills out and gives to the prospective buyer every time in escrow. These seller disclosures are the ones that the seller will fill out. They'll tell you if there's a trash compactor, if there's ever been a leak in the property, how they remedied it, how old the roof is, or the water heater. They tell you details that you couldn't possibly know without having lived in it. So it's valuable, priceless information for a buyer to ascertain so they can decide if this is the right property for them or not. Now, the bummer is there are exceptions. Sometimes the seller does not have to give you those particular forms, which is called an SPQ and a TDS, which is just an acronym for a form that the seller needs to give you. There are exceptions. If the seller didn't live in the property, maybe their children are selling the property for them and the original owners are no longer alive. Maybe it was a rental property. These things generate an exception to disclosure. It's not fun. Sometimes I get the forms back on behalf of my buyer and they're empty. And I send them back and I say, if you've been the landlord all these years, you're bound to know something about the upkeep of it. Share what you know because it's important to share, right? And if you're the seller, you want to be sure and fill those forms out very accurately to the best of your recollection and don't leave anything off that you think that you would want to know when you're buying, because that's a really good way to get sued. And you won't be sued alone. We'll all get sued. So let's not get sued. When in doubt, disclose. It's a great way to live. Thanks so much for tuning in to Tracy's Real Estate Talk, episode 358. Don't forget to follow me at Tracy Bryant Realtor on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Take care.